She rides the lightning. Like she grabs it with her lasso and then just takes it across the sky. She rides it. She actually rides the lightning. I guess Christmas has come early this year because we got a lot of trailers for a lot of anticipated 2020 movies. 'Tis the season indeed. We got Black Widow, which looks pretty good. We got No Time to Die, which also looks pretty good. We got Ghostbusters Afterlife, which is about 5 years too late, but I'm sure won't piss anybody off this time. Even that new Ryan Reynolds movie Free Guy looks kind of fun, even if it is being a bit too on the nose and cliche with all of its video game tropes. It could turn out to be something fantastic, or it could just be another cliche movie about video games. But the trailer I'm most excited about, the one I want to talk about today, is Wonder Woman 1984, the sequel to the Patty Jenkins directed Wonder Woman from 2017, starring Gal Gadot as the Amazon warrior. Now, this movie was actually supposed to come out this month. Warner Brothers actually delayed it because they wanted a big summer tentpole film for the summer of 2020, and because Star Wars is in a few weeks, and they didn't want that movie competing with their movie. So it looks like the movie wasn't delayed due to quality, they just want to try and find a better window for it. And judging from the trailer, it looks like it's not suffering any dip in quality. It looks like it's going to be just as good as the first movie, possibly even better. The trailer actually tells us a lot about the movie while still keeping many things a secret. We get to see where Diana is at this particular moment in her life, how she's trying to fit into this world that keeps changing around her despite being very far removed from her homeland and the man she once loved. We do get to see glimpses of her time back on Themyscira in this trailer, and we get to see something that we didn't see in the first movie: the contest. In the comics, Queen Hippolyta holds a contest to try and determine who will become the official emissary to Man's World. Diana enters the contest despite her mother not wanting her to do that, and winds up winning the whole damn thing, officially becoming the Wonder Woman. The first movie removed this aspect from the story, but pretty much kept everything else about Wonder Woman's origin intact. Steve Trevor landing on Themyscira, Diana wanting to be the one to bring him back to Man's World, Hippolyta disapproving of the whole plan. It's all there, just without the Olympics. So it'll be interesting to see how this new movie incorporates the contest into its story. Also, fun fact, the contest doesn't have an official name, it's just called The Contest. I did not know that until I was writing the script for this video. Now, the trailer really plays up the whole 80s aspect of Wonder Woman 1984. We get the shopping mall, we get the coats with the big shoulder pads, we get a really cool rendition of Blue Monday by New Order. And yeah, we are sort of in peak 80s nostalgia mode right now in terms of the greater popular culture, what with things like Stranger Things, It, Bumblebee, Joker, even this season's American Horror Story took place in 1984, mostly. But I'm not really bothered by this because honestly, we've never really had a true blue 80s style superhero movie before. Sure, most of the Christopher Reeve Superman films were released in the 80s, but they were very beholden to the first film, which came out in 1978. And they didn't really tie into their own decade as much as they did to the first film. And Batman 89 was trying to go for a more 1940s feel than it was a 1980s feel. So we're about due for a more 80s style superhero movie. And what better hero to make an 80s style superhero movie out of than the other member of the DC Trinity. But it's not just Diana that we get to see in this trailer. We're also introduced to the main antagonist of the film, Maxwell Lord, played by Pedro Pascal. And yes, kids, this is what the Mandalorian looks like underneath the helmet. His whole game seems to be offering customers of his a chance to experience their greatest desires. This can easily be used for sleazy, sinister things, like, say, I don't know, bringing Steve Trevor back despite dying 65 years ago. I mean, it shouldn't really be a surprise that Steve Trevor coming back isn't really going to be a natural or good thing. And if anything, you can kind of get the feeling that things are going to end tragically for Steve and Diana again. But it does sound like this is all going to tie into the central theme of Wonder Woman as a character, the truth. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be a surprise that Maxwell Lord's grand give everybody what they want marketing scheme isn't exactly an honest thing. He's probably using illusions or malicious approximations to give people what they truly desire. This would be the perfect impetus to put Wonder Woman at odds with him. This would also be where Kristen Wiig as Barbara Ann Minerva comes into play. We see her in the trailer and it looks like she has some sort of relationship with Diana already. There are hints that maybe she wants more out of the relationship though. Maybe she wants to be more like Diana, maybe she wants to be romantically involved with Diana. Either way, this could play into Maxwell Lord's whole plan of offering everybody what they want. Now, for those of you who do your homework, you would know that in the comics, Barbara Ann Minerva is the human alter ego of the Cheetah, one of Wonder Woman's best known adversaries. Now, one of Cheetah's most distinguishing features is that she looks like a cheetah lady. But from what we've seen so far of Wonder Woman 1984, Kristen Wiig just looks like Kristen Wiig. I'm hoping they're just saving her transformation for the movie proper. Maybe the effects weren't done in time for the trailer, so that's why they were holding off on showing us. Maybe her character design is just so awesome, they don't want to ruin the secret. Or maybe her character design is god-awful and they want to try to hide it from us as best as they can. Also, the trailer does show her going through some kind of transformation. She starts off being this mousy, nerdy girl with glasses and then turning into this glamorous looking woman at an evening party. So maybe the cheetah lady look will be her final form of the film. And they do hint at her becoming the cheetah on the character poster where she's wearing a cheetah print skirt, so at least they're acknowledging it. Ultimately, I'm actually not too beaten up over this because, for one thing, Wonder Woman is going to wear her golden eagle armor from Kingdom Come in the movie, and that alone more than makes up for Cheetah not being Cheetah. It's just this large, bulky, unwieldy thing. It looked absurd in the comics, so there was no way it would ever work in a live action movie. Except it totally does work. And what better way to celebrate the big ridiculous decade that was the 80s than putting the main character of your film in a big ridiculous costume. Yeah, they hinted that she was gonna wear some sort of golden armor on the first poster, but seeing her with the eagle helmet and the wings just warms my heart all that much. And the second reason I'm not all that worried about Cheetah transforming into Cheetah is because Wonder Woman rides a lightning bolt through the sky. If you can't tell by now, I am very excited for Wonder Woman 1984. In my humble opinion, the first Wonder Woman movie was the best DC movie of the entire decade. Hell, might even be the best superhero movie of the whole decade, period. It wasn't perfect, but it was everything a Wonder Woman movie should have been. And from the looks of it, Wonder Woman 1984 looks to be following in its predecessor's footsteps. Hopefully, because of the success of the first film, Patty Jenkins and crew were given much more creative freedom to give Diana the proper journey that she deserves. Make the action scenes that much greater, make her personal scenes that much more in-depth, and maybe this time give her a proper climax instead of something rushed like the Ares fight from the first movie. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get to see the invisible jet in Wonder Woman 1984. Now, I don't necessarily think that they hinted at it in the trailer. I know a lot of people are saying the shot of Wonder Woman and Steve in a plane is the invisible jet, but I don't know. If it is the invisible jet though, that combined with the lightning riding, I don't know if you know this, but she rides lightning in the movie, that could very well make Wonder Woman 1984 not just a great superhero movie, but the best superhero movie of all time. You're on notice, buddy. But what did you think about the trailer for Wonder Woman 1984? Are you excited for the movie? Are you more excited for it now that you've seen the trailer, or do you need more evidence that the invisible jet is in the film? Let me know down below or anywhere on the internet. If you need some Wonder Woman goodness in your life to tide you over until the release of the film, I have Amazon links in the description to some Wonder Woman comics that I think sort of hint to the plot of Wonder Woman 1984, or at least that Wonder Woman 1984 is gonna reference here and there. Spoiler alert, all these comics are written by Greg Rucka, which shouldn't really be a surprise. He's one of the best Wonder Woman writers of all time. Just if he writes Wonder Woman, Just read it. Don't ask for my recommendation, just read it. And of course, don't forget that we have new videos on this channel every Tuesday and Wednesday, with Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern being Wulff Den Live. So subscribe to see all of that, like this video, and share it with a friend who doesn't understand how cool it is that Wonder Woman rides lightning across the sky. I mean, this has to be what Metallica was singing about in their song. That, or of course, what it feels like to be a man on death row is about to get shocked and killed by the electrical chair. I choose to believe they were singing about Wonder Woman. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.